Here's the only guide you're gonna need for the new Safari Harvest update in Roblox Grow a Garden. We're gonna be going over all of the new pets, all of the new seeds, and most importantly, we're gonna be going over the brand new battle pass that we got in this update. If you guys go on to find this video even just a little bit helpful, drop a like and subscribe. It helps me grow this channel. Anyways, let's hop straight into this video. So here we are in the brand new Safari Harvest update, and honestly guys, I really like the vibe of this update. As you guys can probably tell, this thing is super similar to the summer harvest that we got a very long time ago, and as you guys know, the summer update was one of the best updates Grow a Garden had gotten, in my opinion. Of course, you guys can have your separate opinions, but yeah, this is a pretty cool update, and honestly, it is actually way cooler than the summer update in my opinion, because as you guys can see right here, instead of saying harvest points, it says global safari points. Now, what does global mean? Well, I'll explain that to you guys in just a second, but this thing is basically like any other update where you have to go ahead and submit a bunch of plants. So this NPC is going to be looking for a specific type plant. In this case, they are asking for woody plants. This keeps on resetting every single hour. So they're going to ask for woody plants, they're going to ask for flower plants, fruits, etc. It's going to keep on rotating every single hour, so do keep that in mind. But if you guys are confused as to what a woody plant is, simply go into your guide, go over to plants, and I believe you can just search up woody here. Okay, no, never mind, but you can go ahead and search up a specific plant, and as you guys can see, a coconut is a woody plant, so you can actually go ahead and submit a coconut if you wanted to. Of course, coconut isn't the only woody plant. We also have things like cacao, which is also a woody plant, so you simply want to go ahead and just find a woody plant and then submit it. Upon submission, you're gonna get two types of rewards. Now, the first reward is gonna be a global reward. This is a reward that every single player gets for hitting a specific milestone. For example, as you guys can see, once we get 100 points, as the whole game, by the way, this is not just your server, but all 300,000 of us playing Grow a Garden. So once you guys go ahead and get 100 points, we are gonna get the Safari Rain, which getting to 100 points is gonna be super easy. Next, at 1,000 points, we're gonna unlock the Safari Egg and the Safari Night Weather, which is gonna happen periodically. At 2,000 points, we're gonna go ahead and unlock the Safari Crate. At 10,000, we're gonna get the mini shipping container, Safari Oasis, Safari Drought, and it's also going to reduce our cooldown. This is at 100k. As you guys can see, at 500k we unlock a bunch of other things. At 1 million, the shop cooldown reduces. At 10 million, it reduces to 15 minutes. So yeah, this is really cool because it incentivizes the entire game to work together. Something like the Reaper quest where there was a limited amount of seeds, but yeah, instead of being a limited amount of seeds, there is a global point system. Hope that makes sense. But as you guys can see, inside of the shop here is where you are going to unlock all of these things. For example, the Safari Egg, which you unlock at 1,000 points, and as you guys can see, all the way to the new Lush Sprinkler, which we're gonna get back to in just a second. This is really cool. I really like this idea. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below, but I hope I did a good job explaining what this update is like. Now, of course, there is also the new pass. We're gonna get back to this in a second, but for now, let's go ahead and talk to this NPC, and as you guys can see, you simply want to go ahead and submit all of your plants, and yeah, make sure they are woody plants, so you're not gonna get any points for it, obviously. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the brand new egg, because inside of the new egg we got a bunch of new pets. So we have the oxpecker, the zebra, the giraffe, rhino, and elephant. Oh, by the way, one more thing that I completely forgot to mention is there is also individual rewards you can get, and from the individual rewards, these are all of the rewards that are possible to achieve. So you can get 3 safari eggs. You can actually get the paradise egg from this event, which is a huge W because this is where you can get the mimic octopus, capybara, peacock, ostrich. These are all super good pets. You can also get the bee egg, which for some reason is now back in the game. But yeah, this is super cool. The common safari egg is also back with the starfish, which as you guys remember was a super good pet to level up things. So guys, I'm really happy with all of these eggs coming back to the game. Let me know what you guys think. They are kind of reusing content, but honestly, I don't mind it. These pets were super cool, and yeah, them coming back is pretty neat. Now, in addition to the new Safari event right there, we also got a brand new seed right over here. This is going to be the Trinity fruit, and this is once again a limited time seed. This thing also has a secret ability. Every 5 minutes, mutates a nearby fruit with a random Safari mutation, so that's pretty cool. Oh, okay, so there is a new event happening right now. This is the Safari Stampede. Sorry, this video is super super messy right now, guys, but yeah, this just started happening. Chance for fruits to turn a stampede. Pet cooldown also advances by 2 times, so that is pretty cool. And yeah, I wouldn't recommend running into this because yeah, you're gonna start flying across the map, guys. Anyways, as I was saying, we do have a brand new Trinity fruit, so we are gonna be purchasing this in today's video. Hit that like button so I can actually eat tomorrow because this video was super expensive to make. Wait, what? Dude, I didn't even get the seed. I literally spent 400 Robux on this and I didn't even get it. Guys, look at this. I'm not even joking, bro. I actually bought this. I guess you're not supposed to get the seed yet, or maybe it doesn't even exist yet because I am in a testing server. But yeah, I just got scammed by Growy Garden. Let's freaking go, dude. Alright, enough messing around. Let's go ahead and talk about the brand new shop that we actually got inside of this update. So inside of the shop, we got a bunch of new seeds like the Orange Delight, Pro Tea, Baobab. I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name completely. We also have the new Safari Egg, Safari Crate, Mini Shipping Container, Safari Totem Charm, Explorer's Compass, Zebra Whistle, and of course the Lush Sprinkler. Right, so let's go ahead and talk about all of the new things that have been added inside of the pass. As you guys can see, inside the pass we actually got a bunch of things. So as usual, the prices for the pass have remained the same. We got a bunch of new quests, and of course inside the shop we also got a bunch of new things here. For the rewards you get from this, we have the Armadillo, the Thorned Red Rose, a bunch of other cosmetic stuff which you guys can see on screen right now. We also have the Banana Orchid, which is a brand new seed. You get some Master Sprinklers. We have a new seed once again called the Viburnum. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, guys, but as you guys can see, it's right there. Oh, we also have a new Zenith seed pack, which basically has all of the seeds you can get from the pass itself. So it's nothing new inside here. It's the same seeds you get from the pass, so don't you guys worry. We have a new crate right here, a bunch of toys, lightning rod, and of course the Buddha's hand seed, which looks pretty cool too. We also have the Stung Beetle, which once again, we're going to come back to the abilities and prices of all of these seeds super quickly. But for now, let's just quickly go ahead and scroll through each and every one of these so I can show you guys everything that's been added. Next up, we have the Mantis Shrimp, which looks pretty cool. Once again, we're going to come back to its ability. We have the Ghost Pepper Seed, which has been awaited for a very long time. We have the Hydra, and finally at level 50, you're going to get the new Thorn Spire Seed. Once again, we're going to come back to this. Anyways, let's head back to our garden and start off with all of the new seeds that have been added inside of this update. By the way, here is another new weather event. It's called the Safari Night. Chance for fruit to turn nocturnal, which is pretty cool. We have a new mutation in the game, which we always love. Anyways, let's go ahead and clean all of this up and see how much it actually sells for. So starting off with the Horned Red Rose, this is what it's gonna look like. And let's go ahead and see how much this thing is worth. So this thing is about 27,000 shekels, which honestly is not bad. That's pretty good. By the way, these are all of the seeds from the past. I completely forgot to mention, but the next seed we have is going to be the Banana Orchid. This thing is going to sell for about 37,000 shekels, 37 to 40,000 shekels. Honestly, not too bad. Next up on the list, we have the Buddha's hand seed. And yeah, this thing sells for about 60,000 shekels, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, check that out, guys. 60,000 shekels, not too bad. Once again, all of these seeds you can obtain from the seed pack or from the pass itself. Let's go ahead and move on to the Viburnum seed. Right, so this thing is going to sell for about 61,000 shekels too, so nothing too crazy. It's kind of similar to the last seed that we saw. Next up, we have the Ghost Pepper. This, if I'm not wrong, sells for about 85,000 shekels. I know it's really hard to see there, but for some reason, the dev game is kind of glitched out right now, so I can't show you the prices properly, but there you go, guys. 70,000 shekels, not too bad. We also have two new mutations. We have the Stampede mutation. Sorry, just turned into a armadillo here. I'll explain that in a second. And we also have the Arid mutation. So the new Stampede mutation has a times 50 money multiplier, whereas the new Arid mutation has a times 6 money multiplier. So yeah, pretty cool, both of these. Anyways, now let's go ahead and move on to the Thorn Spire seed. So here is what the Thorn Spire plant is actually going to look like. And the value of these fruits is about 107,000 shekels, as you guys can see right there. So yeah, honestly, not bad at all. This is a pretty decent plant in my opinion. Once again, you're going to unlock this with a 1% chance, or no, a 0.5% chance from the Zenith seed pack, or all the way at level 50 inside of the pass. So it is quite rare to get, but once again, a pretty decent seed. Anyways, boys and girls, let's go ahead and now move on to the next seeds we have in this update. These are going to be all the seeds from inside of the Safari shop. So starting off with the Orange Delight. Here's what the Orange Delight is going to look like. So let's go ahead and see what the value of this thing is. So this thing sells for about about 40,000 shekels, I wouldn't lie. A slightly smaller one will still sell for about 45,000 shekels, so not bad at all. Next up, we have Proti. I think that's how you pronounce it, by the way. If I'm butchering that, please let me know in the comments down below. But here it is. This is what it's gonna look like. And this thing sells for about 100,000 shekels too, so not too bad. Next up on the list, we have the Baobab. I don't know how to pronounce that, guys. But here is the Baobab seed. It kind of looks like a cacao seed, but of course the fruits do look slightly different. But let's go ahead and clean these up. And yeah, this thing is actually going to sell for quite a decent amount, so it is above 100k. But as you guys can see, a slightly bigger one is going to be 187k, while a smaller one is going to be about 140k. So yeah, its base sell price is probably about 100k, so not too bad at all. We also have a bunch of gear items in this update. So we have the mini shipping container. So this thing basically just feeds all of your pets. If we go ahead and look at my pets' hunger right now, as you guys can see, all of them are pretty much down on hunger. But if we go ahead and click on this, it increases their hunger by about 5%. Nothing too crazy. I wish it increased its hunger by a little bit more. 5% is way too little to make this thing actually make sense. But yeah, there you go. It actually does work. Pretty cool. Next up, we have the Safari Totem. This thing summons forth the element of the Safari, which is basically the Safari Rain, if I'm not wrong. So if we go ahead and click on this, there you go. Our call has been answered. And yeah, it's just spawned in the Safari Rain. That's pretty much it. Next up, we have the Explorer's Compass. An essential tool for every explorer, points towards the most valuable fruit. So whatever the most valuable fruit inside of your garden, or I guess in anyone's garden is, it's gonna start pointing towards it, kind of making it easier for people to steal your fruits. I don't know. Yeah, look at this, guys. It's pointing over to this person's garden and probably to this right over here, which is worth over 1 billion shekels. So pretty cool, but I mean, I don't get the point of it besides helping people who want to steal things make it a little bit easier, you know? Next up, we have the zebra whistle. Blow the whistle and make your pets run around the farm. So check this out, guys. If I go ahead and blow this, they're gonna start going all crazy and running around my garden. I'm not sure what the use of this is supposed to be, but yeah, I honestly don't get it because it doesn't group the pets together or something. So no idea what this is supposed to do, but anyways, let's move on. Next up, we have the lush sprinklers, and this thing basically makes your plants lush. Now, what does that mean? I honestly have no clue. So let's just place this guy down and see what it actually does. Okay, so my plant just turned into this different color and it gave it the lush mutation. Let's go ahead and collect this and see how much the lush mutation actually sells for. So guys, the lush mutation has a ×3 money multiplier. So pretty cool, I guess. I wish it was a little bit more, but it does make your plant this cool green color, I guess. With that being said, guys, that is all of the gears inside of this update. Let's go ahead and move on to all of the pets that we actually got inside of this update, because as you guys can see, we have a lot of pets in this update. So before we even go on to the pets from the egg itself, of course, I want to go ahead and talk about all of the pets you can obtain from inside of the pass right over here. Starting off with the armadillo. This guy is pretty simple. Every 7.5 minutes, it rolls into a ball and transforms you into a armadillo ball for 30 seconds. Good thing for us, this guy's ability is about to happen in about 10 seconds. Right, here we go. I am now a armadillo and I'm basically gonna roll around the entire map, and I can do this for 30 seconds. So this is pretty cool to make you go super quickly. But again, it only lasts for 30 seconds, but still it is pretty funny and pretty cool in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about this. Next, we have the stung beetle. Now this thing is actually pretty cool. Every 6 minutes, initiates a battle with another player's beetle. If your beetle wins, you get a reward. The higher level and heavier the beetle, the more likely it is to win. So this kind of incentivizes you to go ahead and level up your stung beetle, and the rewards you get from this are pretty insane. So I actually managed to get myself a beetle lollipop, which looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if you can use this on any pet. Wait, let me try it. So we're gonna try and use it on my Hydra, which is about level 16. So let's go ahead and boost that. And yeah, unfortunately, this does not work on the Hydra. It does not work on any other pet, it seems like, besides the beetle. So that kind of sucks. The beetle lollipop only works on the beetle. It also gave me something called a beetle chew, which is supposed to increase or reset your pet's ability. So check this out, guys. It refreshes your pet's ability cooldown. Once again though, does this only work on the beetle or does it work on anything? Nope, it only works on the beetle, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks. But I guess you can use these beetle chews to go ahead and fight a bunch of beetles inside of Grow a Garden. It kind of incentivizes you to join random people with beetles beetles, so you can go ahead and get yourself a lot of these rewards. Next up, we have the mantis shrimp. This guy not only looks cool, but every 15 minutes punches different things in your garden for different effects. So what this basically does is it gives your pet like a bunch of XP. I believe it gives you a bunch of gear and stuff. I'm not really sure what all the rewards you get from this guy is, but yeah, I have seen it give my pets a bunch of XP every single time its cooldown runs down. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And of course, finally guys, we have the Hydra at level 47. The Hydra is a divine pet, and as you guys can see, every 41 minutes ages itself up by 1 or hatches an egg and applies the terrain mutation. Sorry, not or. I said or, but it seems like it's a comma, so I guess it does all of these things. It used to be an or, but I guess they've gone ahead and changed it. Cannot be mimicked or refreshed. When selling fruits with the terrain mutation, there is a 6.2% chance that a random mutation from that fruit will be applied to a fruit inside of your garden. So honestly guys, this pet is very, very good because it ages itself, it instantly hatches one of your eggs and applies the terrain mutation. So just to hatch your eggs guys, honestly, in my opinion, this thing is very, very good for that one reason alone. With that being said guys, that is all of the pets inside of the season 2 pass right here. Let me know what you guys think about the season 2 pass in the comments down below. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the brand new safari egg. So here is the safari egg, and inside this egg, of course, we are gonna get ourselves about 5 new pets. Let's see if I get lucky and actually get the elephant out of this. Nope, we got another. Wow, my luck is just atrocious. Anyways, starting off with the oxpecker. When safari type pets finish their abilities, they start their cooldown with 14 seconds less. Honestly guys, this is actually quite useful. This is probably one of the most useful common pets we have in the game. Well, at least for this update, while we're all using the safari pets, but still not a bad pet at all. Next up, we have the zebra and the giraffe at 25 and 16%. So the zebra is a rare pet. Every 30 minutes on the clock, all zebras stampede back and forth from the seed shop to the gear shop, or vice versa, and grants you a random safari related reward. Has a 10% chance to trigger again on each stampede. So yeah, it just gives you one of the new safari gears, which is pretty cool. So any of these gears guys, you are gonna get for completely free. The giraffe on the other hand is a legendary pet. Every 15 minutes eats fruit that are at least 10 studs high for 1.53x their regular sell value. The plant the fruit came from also advances growth by 1 hour 7 minutes, which is pretty cool. Also applies the arid mutation to all other fruits on that plant. So yeah, this is really, really good if you guys are planning to sell a very expensive plant. Instead of collecting it and then selling it, you could use the giraffe instead. Next up, we have the rhino with a 8.5% chance to actually get it. The rhino is a mythical pet, and every 15 minutes charges into a random egg or random fruit in your garden. Rammed eggs have hatch times halved. Rammed fruits get the mirage mutation. So once again, another very, very good pet if you guys are planning to hatch a bunch of eggs. Honestly, one of the best pets in the game to hatch eggs in my opinion, of course, besides the Hydra itself. I don't know, let me know if you guys think this thing is better than the Hydra, but you can actually get a bunch of these pretty easily. Finally, moving on to the final pet, we have the elephant. This guy every 20 minutes blesses an age 50 pet, resetting it back to age 1, increasing its base weight by 0.1 kg if its weight is less than 2.1 kg. Cannot bless other elephants. So yeah, this is actually pretty good in my opinion. I wish they'd lower the age requirement, but I guess it's workable. But I guess we finally have a way to actually increase our pet's weight after we have already, you know, like actually gotten them. Let me know what you guys think about this elephant in the comments down below. Some other things that I completely missed out on are going to be inside the shop right here. So the digging quest is actually still in the game. You can actually still dig. It's not currently working because yeah, obviously there is a few bugs. I am in a testing server, but yeah, that is going to be in the game. You will still be able to obtain the lich crystal, etc. The spooky chest and the twilight pack are still in the game, and the forever pack is actually back in the game, which is pretty neat. The pet shop has also been completely revamped. If we go here, as you guys can see, there is way less dialogues, which in my opinion makes it look so much less confusing. You can also go ahead and say I want to sell my pets, and as you guys can see, it's going to bring up the new menu, and here you can actually actually choose what individual pets you want to go ahead and sell. For example, if I want to sell this oxpecker, I can simply just select it, click on sell, and there you go, it's gone. Really cool, and way better than the system we had before, so this is amazing. This is really nice. With that, that's everything that's been added inside of the Safari update in Roblox Grow a Garden. If you guys found this video even just remotely helpful, hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, peace out.